Thanksgiving in 1962. It was a Thursday. That was our first publication. We had on there, on the first front page, Happy Thanksgiving, with a young lady praying. We had a picture, I think, of John F. Kennedy on there for some news story, as I recall. It was three of us that were involved, Gino Gladden, John Cole, and myself, their wives, and of course my wife, Kathy. Our first initial office was on right on the corner of 21st and X Streets. The uncertainty was there. It was really there. Sacramento was, its audience that we were tapping was still very small. There were about 16,000 African Americans living in the city. So it wasn't a large city. So our big challenge was to overcome the negativity, the lack of response, the unfamiliarity that most people had with these kinds of publications. There were reasons that was based on race. Many felt that there was no need for a black newspaper.
But despite the negativity and lack of advertisers, Dr. Lee and his wife Catherine would forge ahead. In 1965, the Lees were faced with two challenges: the tragic loss of co-founder Gino Gladden and the sudden departure of business partner John Cole.
We took the reign ourselves. In 1968, we moved to the old Oak Park post office, losing money like crazy. I can recall in 1968, we had the books in front of us. We had lost $56,000 that year. Our challenges was trying to find personnel and then ultimately advertising. Those two were the main challenges in those first 10 years. There was this tremendously interested audience out here. This audience that was really news hungry for information about themselves, about the community. That audience was real and viable, and we could feel it.
It was an intuition that would eventually pay off. Over the next several years, the Lees and their dedicated staff would shape the newspaper into a standard that would not only bring in advertisers, but recognition by the National Newspaper Publishers Association.
And in 5 years, in 1973, we were named the country's leading black newspaper in just 5 years.
It was that recognition that would propel the Observer Media Group into the national spotlight. The Sacramento Observer was now the leading voice for the African American community.
We've had an opportunity to meet some of the finest people in the world. Nobel Peace Prize winner, Bishop Tutu, and of course Nelson Mandela, Satchmo Armstrong, Louis Armstrong, to be able to talk with people like that. On the political front, we've always had a motto here that if you did not visit us, we would not endorse you. There's very little that I can't say but thank you for all the times and the numbers of honors that we've been blessed to receive. And that's both locally and nationally. We work awful hard at this, and our intent is, and our mission is never really toward the recognition, but it's something that's instilled in us. If we do it, let's do it well. Let's do it with quality. Let's do it with excellence, and that's the quality, the standards that we strive for.
Growing up as a young man in this business, it's hard to believe that it's been that type of a journey. But as a little boy, and I'd come in and I'd see all the work being done. And when you think about the challenges that we've had, the amount of effort and work that's involved with putting this publication out each week, to do it for 45 years it's absolutely amazing. We're not just here just putting out a newspaper. We're here being a part of the community, and we want to show that we want to improve this community as best as we can.
We're very, very fortunate to have been able to produce a newspaper for this period of time in a city that we've fallen in love with.
When your roots are strong and you know that your intentions are good and your desire is good to serve and to improve a community, I think that's where our strength has been, and I think that's where we'll continue to grow.
It's not over by a long shot, so we really have not totally evaluated how we want to be remembered, because I think that road is yet to be even traveled by the Observer, and we're looking forward to traveling that. The last 45 years have been great. The next 45 will be even greater.